Am I live? Am I on? Hi, everybody. I don't have my song, so I'm gonna like, hey, everybody. I don't have my daughter to sing it either. Oh, the bird's gonna go crazy. Suzy Q. How is everybody this beautiful Sunday night? Oh, I've been chatting with people in the chat. I love it. Danielle keeping fish. Candy's in the house. I'm here. Going to be real quiet. I am dying from a migraine. Sorry, Candy. Turn it down really bad. I'm sorry. So tonight, hey V Stags, I was just talking about you. Just talking about you with Lisa. Daryl, sorry I missed you today. Work ran late. Yeah, no bueno, no bueno. Those headaches are horrible. Sound and video are good. Great. So I want to introduce everybody to a very special guest. Which she needs no introduction, but I am so silly excited that she is here tonight. So everybody, this is Lisa from KG Tropicals.
Hey, how are you? Thanks for having me, Suzy.
Thank you so much for being here. I do have to tell a little story. When I started fish keeping, before I started YouTubing, it was probably about 6 months, and I had killed some fish out of not understanding what I was doing and doing things too quickly and incorrectly, adding a lot of fish roll. And anyway, and I was ready to give up. I was like, I'm not doing this. And then I kept talking to all these dudes on the internet, and I was like, this is not my thing. And I happened to see a video where you were buying Mbuna fish, and that's what I had. I had Mbunas, African cichlids, and I had seen John. I would follow John all the time, and I'm like, oh, Lisa. I was like, oh my gosh! It was like there was somebody female in the hobby I could relate to. And for something about it made it feel like it just gave me a whole breath of new whoosh. And I just kept going and I kept going. And then I met you. I felt like I met a movie star. I was like,
That's so funny. I never would have imagined that. But yeah, you were saying, I'm sorry, I'm trying to click on, I don't know. All right, I figured it out. It's my first stream by myself, so bear with me here.
I think this is going to be great.
I remember you said that it was me picking out Mbunas, and that would be when we had the fish store, KG Tropicals, and I had my own Mbuna tank, which I absolutely loved. And I was in charge of the Mbunas at the fish store, so I ordered all kinds. I think I had like 28 tanks of different Mbunas. So I got to go fish shopping in my own store with the fish I had picked out. So that was really fun. That was exciting. And yeah, I miss that tank. I'd love to do that again. I'd love to get another Mbuna tank.
So Aquafunk loves his Mbunas. He did a video on it. Mbunas, he loves his Mbunas. I just did a video on I hate my fish, and they were the Mbunas.
Oh my gosh.
Only because they are always fighting with each other. And every time somebody's breeding, somebody ends up dead. And I'm constantly rearranging rocks to try to,
Well, one of the things that helped me out a lot with Mbunas, and you got to understand, I learned everything from John. He's the one that taught me everything about African cichlids. And one of the things that helped me a lot with them is if you do have one of those jerks, you rearrange everything, but do a water change. Take them all out. I know it's a pain. Take them out, put them in a bucket, rearrange, and then put them back in, and then they got to figure it out. And usually that works. If it doesn't, and you just got one that's just a real jerk, take it out and get rid of it. I mean, that would be my, advice if you just have done everything and can't get them to stop. But wow, all kinds of really cool people here. I'm sorry, I haven't really been looking at chat, but I see Chewy in here and Aquafunk, and I saw Candy. Sorry to hear you feel bad, Candy. Hi, John.
she has a migraine.
Aw, migraines are horrible.
You don't have an echo. Joe was kidding.
Oh. Oh.
Before he goes to try to fix it.
Yeah, he said he was hearing something weird, so he came out. That's so funny.
Oh my gosh.
I hear your bird. I hear Sophie.
Yep. Sophie's saying, don't forget to hit that notification bell, right, Sophie? I'm
Yeah,
going to get her to say it one of these times.
there you go. Your bird is your helpful reminder.
Well, there's Madfish. Diva's in the house. And
Oh,
feel free to
hi.
talk to anybody in the chat that you want to talk to.
I mean, I'm so not used to being able to look at a chat and talk.
I love it. We're very laid back here on Suzy Q's
I love
Sunday
it.
stream.
That is awesome.
I'm gonna turn
Um,
around.
oh, look at her. She's so cute.
Yeah, such a brat.
Aw. I remember when I was coming home from Aquashella and I tuned into you and Liz
Oh my God.
after Aquashella, or not Aquashella, Aquatic Experience, because I've never been to Aquashella. We were driving back and all I heard was the bird going crazy. I was like, geez.
She still does it every morning when Elizabeth calls me and she's on speaker. The bird goes crazy.
That's so funny. That is so funny. Oh, hi, old fish guy. Look at that. It's Scott. Liz and I are doing dinner. What are you eating, Scott? I sent John out to get dinner. I said, you know, I've got to be on the stream in a little while. I hope you have dinner ready because, you know, whenever he does a stream, I make sure he has dinner ready. So kind of turn it around.
Oh, look at that. Madfish Diva is so sweet. She said, two beauties. Awesome.
Thank you.
That's sweet. So, have you ever been recognized?
Like in public?
In public, fish public, even fish store public. Yeah.
Well, it's so funny. I was, and it was with my daughter because we travel around a lot for field hockey, and I took her to House of Tropicals with me once. See, we went to House of Tropicals, and yes, I had people recognize me there. Another time, Petco, our local Petco, and also we went to Petco. Somebody recognized me, and we went next door to Walmart, and somebody recognized me in the checkout line, and I turned because they said Lisa from KG Tropicals, and I turned and I was like, yeah, and that was one of those days. Excuse me. That was one of those days that I had been doing like fish maintenance and paint maintenance and stuff. And my hair was all messy. I had my glasses on. My hair was in a bun. I was wearing sweatpants and stuff. And I was like, yeah. He goes, I recognized your voice. And I was like, of all things, because that's one of the things that I hate most about anything when it comes to YouTube is my voice, because it's a lot different. I think like when you talk on the phone, your voice is different. And when I hear my voice on YouTube videos, I'm like, gosh, that's annoying. I hate my voice.
Oh my gosh, that's so funny.
So when he said he recognized my voice, I was like, oh, okay. And he had his wife with him too. And she was really not impressed that he was talking about fish. It was so funny.
That is funny. Aquafunk has a question.
Oh,
Lisa, who inspires you in the hobby? And you can't say John or Aquafunk.
oh, let's see. Gosh, you know, I'm going to have to say Rachel. And one of the reasons why is because she's just so freaking good. I mean, she knows her stuff and she's just so knowledgeable. And, you know, I've talked to her before, you know, like off off camera, just like whatever. We've had conversations and I'm like, I don't know how you do it. How do you not feel nervous or something? And she's like, I did not public speaking, but she did speaking when she was younger and she was able to just get up in front of people and talk. And so that part of it was easy for her. And then she just, of course, like everybody else, learned. and just started sharing her knowledge. But she was able to do it with confidence because she had been doing like speaking and stuff at a very early age. So yeah, she's one of the people that inspires me in that way. Um, but I do have to say John, because if it wasn't for him, I would have never even got into fish keeping. So sorry.
See, Aquafunk, she said it anyway.
But Aquafunk, you are a very close third for sure.
It's funny because I didn't know anybody when I started keeping fish. It was all by accident. I just went to get a little 10-gallon tank for my granddaughter's birthday.
Right?
So I didn't know until I started looking at YouTube, like, what am I doing wrong? What's going on? So
Yep.
Huey has a question for you.
Start somewhere.
You ready?
Yeah.
So I have a question for Lisa. Has she ever thought of keeping native fish, as there are a lot of great native fish that come from Virginia?
Honestly, no, I haven't. I haven't. I'm sorry. I can't give you any other answer but that. It's something to look into, though. It's a good question, and you're right. There are a lot of them, but I'm not that familiar with them.
Right. Now, I know my Bucks County Aquarium Society, they go on these, what do they call it? And I really want to do it. I will, where they go out and go collecting.
Yeah.
Fishing license. And I would be fine just going local. Like, I'm not talking about like South America or anything, but
Oh, yeah.
I would love to go collecting. I don't even own boots that go in water. Like, it would be like, I have nothing.
I mean, I've gone, like, we live by a river, and there's a little beach. It's called a beach, but it's really a river. It's called Colonial Beach. And there's, little fish in there. I couldn't tell you which ones they are, not off the top of my head. But, when I was a kid, I would scoop them up in a cup or whatever, but of course, put them right back.
That's what we did with the crayfish. As soon as we caught them, we put them right back.
Yeah. Yeah.
So Recon is saying, I think a lot of us probably have time in our lives when we had no interest in keeping fish. But look at us now. What a hobby turned out to be.
Yeah. I mean, everybody has to start somewhere. And I think the important part is that when you start and you make a mistake, you don't give up, because it's probably better to do research. I would recommend doing research before you even go out and buy your first fish. But some people, they just get the fish first, and then they end up killing the fish, and that's how they learn. And then they either give up, or they want to figure out what they did wrong and fix it so that they're better fish keepers. So
That's true. Tom from my fish club says we collect at the July picnic. Now, isn't that funny? I've been to this picnic 2 years in a row, 3 years, and never knew that. Never knew that. That's so funny. So I asked Chewy to list some of the fish, because there could be some native fish that I don't even know that they're native fish.
Right, absolutely.
So,
it's
Taylor,
so funny. I keep looking at you on the screen instead of the camera, and like I'm agreeing with you and talking to you on the screen instead of talking to the camera.
I do that too, because it's so hard to look at the camera.
Yeah.
You're like, there's nobody up there.
Right.
Oh my God, this is so fun.
Oh.
Taylor says, hey, Suzy and all, I just got home from East Tennessee Fish Tubers meetup.
Oh, that sounds like fun. I didn't, I think Rack did a stream or something, didn't he? I haven't checked it out, but I thought I saw something about that.
Wow. That would have been so cool.
I know.
Well, I thought we were going to do a meetup, like John and Scott and Rachel. I thought we were going to do a meetup somewhere between, like, Pennsylvania.
I don't know what happened to that. We had a chat going, and then it just disappeared. So when was that? Last summer?
Yeah, I think so. I think
Wow,
so.
it was. Actually, it was last summer. Jeez, we're kind of late.
Well, I think it morphed into where there's like 3 different couples. You guys went places, and you got Discus. Or maybe might have been Rack and Scott.
It was.
Yeah.
It was. We did end up doing that, but I know that we had originally planned for a lot of us to get together. I remember that.
KG Ciclet says, "Where's Steve?" Can we
Oh.
talk Karen for a second? Do you know what TikTok is?
I've heard of it. Oh, yes, I do, because my daughter makes TikTok videos and she is trying to become TikTok famous.
Oh my God, that's so funny because once you start watching it, it's horrible. You can't stop. It's
That's funny.
horrible. But you Google who is Karen on TikTok?
Karen.
It's a generic name they pick for Karen. You know, oh, like don't be a Karen.
Yeah, that's why I picked the name Karen for Tanks of Our Lives, because I wanted to
love it.
be a Karen,
Oh my gosh.
the know-it-all.
We have something from Tiffany. Lisa, please really considering doing some cat information videos, either on your channel as Lisa's Cat Corner videos on certain day or a separate channel.
You know what? I'm glad you brought that up, because I would like to do more videos on my channel, my Lisa KG Tropicals channel. And I was telling Suzy that now that John is moving down to the basement and we're going to have our YouTube studio down there, and both of us are going to have our own fish rooms down there, it frees up the office. And that's going to be my office now. And I'm going to be getting a new computer, and it'll help me with being able to edit instead of just using my phone, because I really don't know what I'm doing with my phone and editing. And every time I do like a video on that channel, my own personal channel, if I mess up or I say something wrong, I just delete it and restart, because I don't know how to edit. And John's going to teach me how to edit, and I'm going to do more with that channel, along with helping out with doing more for KG Tropicals as well. So I'm really looking forward to that. And as far as cat videos go, I'm not really, how do I put it? I know about cats, but I don't know enough to teach people about cats. I have a friend, I'm not going to say who because she doesn't want to be considered a crazy cat lady, but I will reach out to her if I ever have a problem with cats, and she helps me as far as like illnesses or something. So I don't spend a lot of money, because I tend to take in cats and take them to the doctors, and my vet bill gets up there. But I don't
know what would be good video for cats, and not informative, but entertaining.
Yeah.
Keep watching Reno. If you did like 10, 15-second clips of him jumping and going and running and
I saw a video one day and it had like millions of views of just the proper way to change the kitty litter box. Like, really? You take out the pee and the poop and that's how you change a kitty litter box. Wow.
oh my God, that's hysterical.
I know.
But yeah, and that's what my thing is, because I'm not knowledgeable on a whole lot of things, which is why most of mine is just entertaining, or what I'm doing. Like all my how-tos, they're not how-tos, they're how I do.
Right. Because that's, and it's good that you acknowledge that. It's not that you are like an experienced professional and you're telling people what they need to do. You are telling them what works for you.
Yep.
And giving your opinion. And that's good, because not everything that works for one person works for the other.
And almost all my videos, somewhere in there is like, if you guys do it different, let me know. I'd love to know the other ways that there are out there.
Yeah, for sure.
So Chewy did list some: bluegills, gar, various type of darters, shiners, like rainbow shiners. That's a fish I would like to keep. Endangered black banded killifish.
That one's interesting.
Wow. Now I do know the name shiners, probably because is that something that some people around here might use as bait? I saw them and I thought they were just absolutely gorgeous.
I think so. But the bluegill, yeah, and I have the gar. I've heard of people catching those. So
They're the ones that they get huge, right? Rachel has some gars.
we had gar before.
Wow.
I Ours wasn't that big, but I do know they get big. So he was probably about that big. Yeah.
Wow. Rob93 is in the house, saying party people. So if anybody on this stream doesn't know, Rob is almost at his monetization views.
Nice.
So go check out some of his videos. Besides, once you start watching him, you're going to be so addicted because he's absolutely adorable.
Aww.
Sorry, Rob, but I think you're adorable. And I thanked his mom one time when she was on the stream because
Aww.
she raised him really nice.
Oh, I lost my chat. Yeah.
Old Fish Guy says, dang, the time I get a chance to watch two lovely ladies and I got a family gathering. Have to watch later. Dang, that was one of my questions for you, Lisa.
Okay.
And it's different, and I don't want to sound chauvinistic, but I think it's different for asking a guy fish keeper than asking a woman fish keeper. How do you balance life and keeping your pets? Like, how do you balance that?
Well,
I can't even, like, you got girls that are active in sports.
Yeah, and it can be a little overwhelming at times. I'm very fortunate. I work from home, so my work is pretty flexible, so I get some work done. I do some housework. I'll go back and do a little bit more work. I'll, do water changes or whatever that needs to be done in the fish room. My daughter, yeah, she requires a lot of time because we travel to different states for field hockey. And I mean, we're gone sometimes for days. We've been doing college tours in the Carolinas, and she's committing to a college for field hockey.
Wow.
And can't really go into detail about that because we have to get everything official with the NCAA and stuff like that. But they said not to, say anything on social media, which would be YouTube. But yeah, it can be a little overwhelming sometimes, like especially when I have a cat hidden in the bathroom from John, or somebody's got to feed that cat. And then I have different requirements for my fish. My discus eat 3 times a day because I spoil them. They get breakfast, lunch, and dinner. It can be a little overwhelming, but not in a bad way. It's actually in a really good way. I wouldn't have it any other way, honestly.
I find it very, very hard, and I don't sacrifice. I don't want to say sacrifice the fish keeping part of it or the animals. Like, I'll wake up every morning and I make this huge salad for all my tortoises, my lizards. For the Sophie, I chop it up even smaller, but it's like 5 different kinds of greeneries in this. And then I go to work without food.
Yes. You're a mom. You're an animal mom too. It's like you always end up putting yourself last. That's what women do. That's what moms do. And wow.
That is crazy. How dare you hide cats from John?
Well, I did it once. He does know about her now. But I just did. Again.
John said John is going into the bathroom now and looking.
Well, it's so funny because he's like, okay, we have this many, it's enough. And then here comes another one. He's like, Lisa, it's enough. And I'm like, yeah, but she needs this and she needs that. And if I let her back out, she's going to have more kittens. And then, I've got to get her fixed. And it's so cold out. I can't put her outside. It's so cold. It's just, I can't help it. I have a problem.
So one of my dreams is when I hit the lottery bus, Elizabeth, myself, Cassie, we're going to do like a little zoo, a rehoming, a rescue.
Oh,
So did you ever think about a rescue?
yeah. Yes. For a while there, when I knew my son was moving out and getting his own house, I was really hoping we would just keep the garage as a fish room. And I was like, ooh, we're going to have this huge basement. I could set up all these, like not cages, but, kind of like cages to be able to put rescues in and try to find them new homes and stuff. And they'd have enough room to be able to run around too, but put them away if, they don't get along or something. But I thought about that, but I'm not allowed.
Well, you got to hit the lottery bus first. Then nobody can
Yeah.
complain about that.
Well, and another thing, I mean, I know it's not something I would be able to do in the house, but um one day what I think would be really nice is if I'm able to get my channel, my own personal channel up and going and maybe get monetized, I'd like to be able to use that money to donate to rescues or to save up for something, maybe possibly renting out a building to do it that's super close by so they're not alone, or have one built on the property. I think that would be nice to do something like that because I just want to help. I did trap a kitten once. The mom that I had in the bathroom, she had kittens, and before I trapped her, and she was bringing them to my porch, so I was feeding them, but they would run away every time I went outside.
Oh,
So I started trapping them, and one of them I was not able to get a home for right away or anything. So I took her to the shelter. Our local shelter is amazing. It's no kill, and they find foster homes and all that. So I know the lady really well, and I gave her money to be able to get the kitten fixed and do all that. And I kept up with her, and she was fostered and then adopted. So I felt so good about that.
oh, that is so nice. So Carrie Nature says, Lisa, do you do outdoor boxes? Seems catch, fix, and release is the only answer to stray cats or new ones. Just move in, but that's so expensive.
Yeah. I
Would
I
that be one of those things that if you started got monetized and had super chats would pay for like getting strays fixed?
see, and that's the thing I would need help with, because right now I have that, what do you call it, care credit. And I've used that, and John's been so nice, and he'll use like our Google payments. He'll put some of it towards paying for my
Oh,
care
for the
credit.
fish channel, that's sweet.
Yeah. So I'm very thankful that, we have that, where he's like, yeah, I'll put it towards that. And, I mean, it's a fish channel,
You know
but,
what else care credit is good for?
huh. Oh, yeah. He has his own care credit. I got mine specifically for vet bills.
Right. Well, that's how mine started. Well, our American Bulldog she got stung by a bee. She was only 2 years old. I mean, everybody loved her. The mailman loved everybody. And she started having problems breathing, and they
Oh,
had to do an operation, and
oh,
we
wow.
had to pay up front. So I had applied for the care credit. Unfortunately, it did not work.
Oh,
Heartbreaking. Let me tell you, this is the most, I mean, we were getting sympathy cards from people. Like she was a people dog.
oh, that's
And
sad.
yeah, but then I learned what care credit was also for vision and dental. I was like, what? I had no idea.
I had no idea it was for cats and animals. So that kind of changed things. Like, but
So Fish Room Fever says, sorry, I'm late. Can we start over again?
oh, that's so funny.
It looks like there is a questionnaire Temple Poseidon Fish Room. Sorry to post late about what you're talking about earlier. The ALA convention will have a collecting trip in Florida this year. You can collect tropical fish without leaving the U.S.
Oh,
And
interesting.
I heard from I say my guy, Tom. You're my guy from my fish club. Our fish club goes collecting, and so does the New Jersey club, without even leaving the country. I like that very much. But thank you, Temple. That's very good input.
I saw something that Bob said from Kaler Aquatics. He had said to, see about becoming nonprofit.
Yes.
But I don't even know how to do that. I thought that you have to do more to be able to become nonprofit. I'm not like a rescue. I'm just a person. So I don't think I qualify.
But I think that's how it starts. Well, I wanted to be a
Oh.
rescue for the reptiles, but there were
Uh-huh.
certain qualifications I did not meet.
Oh.
So there are qualifications I think that you have to, maybe not to be a rescue, but I wanted a license. I wanted my nonprofit license and license for something. And they said I had to have at least so many college credits in.
Oh, wow.
Like, well, I don't have that.
To have
But I
a
do have the
heart
water. Yeah, I
and
have
help
the
animals.
heart and I have the desire. And if I hit the lottery bus and I could devote all my time to the animals, I think that would be amazing.
I agree. I think I wish there was more people out there willing to do that, because I think so many of the overpopulation of like stray cats and dogs and just all of them, if there were more people willing to step up, I think there wouldn't be as big of a problem.
Dank Tank says 2 of his cats are from shelters and they appreciate more than the spoiled other brat.
Oh, that's funny.
And Daniel keeping fish. I love it. People are telling me how they've rescued. They got an old cat. I always thought about that. Like some of these birds, they live to like 60, 80 years old. And let's say they lived with somebody and she's like 80 years old and passes away. What happens to her bird?
Oh,
Like I would like, but John's already told me like no more birds.
Mm-hmm.
And if you're watching, John, well, she's not watching. He's in the other room.
Oh.
I'm on a waiting list. If the bird of my dreams needs to be rescued, we're gonna have a talk.
Oh gosh.
Oh, he's gonna come in the other room now. He's probably listening.
That's so funny.
I don't think I can hide a bird in the bathroom.
You have a bird problem. I have a cat problem.
That's just so funny. Oh my gosh. So what made you think about with this soap opera thing? I am fascinated. By the way, I think it's an amazing way to introduce newcomers to the hobby. Like I just think it's brilliant. And I know there's people, for YouTube analytics, you got to blah, 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 blah. But I think the concept, the idea you guys are, as soon as I saw it, I was like, oh my God, this is great.
It's so funny because John had been talking about it for probably 2 months before we even put one up. And he's like, we should do like a soap opera type of thing or do something that is 2 people and two people are involved and I'm going to be the one that's not as smart and you'll be the smart one. And I'm like, I actually like that idea. and I was like, yeah, and I could kind of be bossy and that would be fun. And and it's so
You could be a real Karen.
yeah, I really wanted to be a real Karen. I wanted the wig and everything, with the can I see your manager hairdo and all that, but we didn't get it. So
But I think it's brilliant because some of the ridiculous things that he does in the soap opera are things I did when I started. There are things everybody does when they start. They don't, I'm going to get fish. I'm going to add 15 fish at once. Like all those kind of things are like.
What's funny is John, he writes scripts and everything for it. And sometimes we just kind of add things. Like the very first episode we ever did, I added Trevor. Trevor wasn't even in the script to begin with. How was it? the first episode, he was calling me and asking me, "What are you doing?" I made up the line, "I'm standing here, or I'm waiting for Trevor to come pick me up and take me to the Motley Crue concert." And he just died laughing because it wasn't even in the script. I just threw it in there. So now we have a Trevor.
I love it. I love it because I like the fact that it separates you guys where you're each got your own lives
Yes.
going on. He thinks he's all girl hot, you know.
He is so funny. Like, and he wasn't even trying to be a Fred Durst. He was actually trying to be, or he was kind of like, I guess the character he was going for was Uncle Rico from Napoleon Dynamite.
Ah,
And it turned into Fred Durst.
wow. Well, Jessica had something horrible happen to her. She said her cat got out when she was doing a water change and hasn't come back.
That's
Now,
terrible.
where do you live, Jessica? Do you live in some place where it's above 45 degrees? Because he could come back.
Yeah, I'm part of a lost and found type group for pets, and a lot of times they come back. I hear people saying stick the kitty litter box outside, and they'll come back because they smell it. But they normally don't go very far. If they get out, they stay within like 3 yards distance. They don't travel too far. So, and I've had mine get out before, not here, but when we lived somewhere else, and they always came back, and it's not fun. So I totally get it.
I have an amazing story. I had a cat, Tasha. She was an amazing hunter, inside cat, but amazing hunter. Like, and she was so sweet. And well, my girlfriend had a mouse problem in her house and asked if Tasha could live with her for a couple of weeks to see if they got rid of it. I'm like, absolutely. So we got in the car. She's about 2-3 miles away. And
Oh, wow.
2 days she called me and said, crying hysterically, that the cat got out. Blah, blah, blah.
No.
Well, wouldn't you know, within a couple of days, she ended up at my house.
She wanted to come home.
2.5, like it was like 2.5 miles in my car, and she found her way back to me.
That's insane. I'm so glad she didn't get like hit by a car.
Wow. Oh my God. When she passed, she was 19. So she lived a very good life. One ear had collapsed. She had lost an eye. She had one tooth left where she kind of, my love. Oh my gosh. So Carrie says, if I say I have an ant problem, then nobody has the same feeling. Like you have a cat problem, I got a bird problem.
Yeah, ants. I've had an ant problem before too, and I called the exterminator. So
oh, she likes everything, darn it. Everything. Oh my gosh. Is it Priscilla in the house? Look at this.
Oh, hi Priscilla, my little sister. I used to say, we would joke around and say Priscilla was my daughter, and then we found out she's definitely a lot younger than me, but not young enough to be my daughter.
Oh my God, that's funny. We had so much fun at Aquatic Experience and on that ice cream trip, and oh my gosh.
Yeah, that was so much fun.
So let's take a few minutes and talk about the big fish deal.
Okay.
I am so excited. This is new to me, going to fish conventions, I gotta say. I've been to the Aquatic Experience. I've been to the saltwater one right before. I forget what it's called. Reefapalooza. Okay. And just recently, the Keystone Clash. Candy, I remembered it, the Keystone Clash.
Okay.
But I have a small anxiety problem. And there can be times that like I went to the Keystone Clash, I sat in the parking lot, and I was ready to go home. I wasn't even going to go inside.
Oh, why?
I had an anxiety attack, and I just couldn't walk in the hotel room. And I just pushed myself through it, got my ticket, and asked about the dinner. And they said, sorry, you can't have the dinner. You had to have everything inside of me. I went to a diner, and guess what? Haley from Oddball Aquatics in her roller skates came down to the diner and sat with me while I had my dinner and brought me back. It was like so amazing.
Now, this was between the two aquatic experiences?
Yep.
Yeah. Okay.
Yes.
And
Yeah.
where was that at? I heard Pennsylvania.
Yes, it was like by, I want to say York, but it wasn't quite York. I think anything on the west of Philadelphia is like York.
Okay. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Here's the big fish deal. And well, the big fish deal is in York, right? No, that's
No,
Maryland.
that's in Gaithersburg, Maryland.
Friday
Which
the
is
13th is the
close.
aquascaping stuff, right? And then the 14th is the
For-
actual convention.
Well, the 14th is the, oh, okay. Okay. The 13th is something I'm not 100% sure. Um, I think they are doing something with scaping. Scott will have to, we'll have to chime in on that because I'm not that familiar with Friday. But Saturday is going to be the big event, I think, for like all day, basically. So, and a few of us are doing demos, so that'll be fun.
I am very, very excited about it. Oh my gosh. I got a $10 super chat from Scott from King and Queen Cichlid saying, big fish deal, baby.
It's
So,
going to be a lot of fun. I'm excited. I'm a little nervous because I've never done a demo like in public in front of people.
but
So
Rachel offered to narrate for
yes.
anybody who wanted. It's like, what a gift.
Well, the funny thing is, before she offered, I had already, was messaging with her about it. And I was like, okay, so you're the one that always does public speaking, demos, and all that. I'm a little nervous. I'm not going to lie because I've never done it. And she said, just let me know. I can help you through it. And I was like, oh, thanks. And then I noticed she had offered others. And I was like, wow, that is really nice of
She's
her
so
to do
sweet.
that. Yeah.
Oh my God, that is amazing. So thank you very much, Scott. And watching him and what he's doing behind the scenes to like kind of like organize everything, forget it. I would have an absolute meltdown. I would have, I don't know how he's doing it.
So much to do. I can't even imagine being in charge of any of it, honestly.
So everything Fish is asking if I was at White Plains Reptile Expo today. No, I wasn't. If I had known it was going on, I probably would have gone. That's where I got my blue tongue skink, my northern blue tongue skink, and I love that expo. Even though it's a bit of a drive, it has got the most amazing vendors. So no, I wasn't there, and I would have told people I was going just in case anybody else wanted to go.
Where is it White Plains, Maryland, or
White Plains, New York?
New York? Oh, okay, because there's one right up the street from us.
Oh, okay.
But it's Maryland, White Plains, Maryland.
Let's see here. Thankfully, I never got a bird presents. Got bird presents, but lots of field mice. Thanks to the cats. Cats do like to leave little presents.
When gosh, I'd say probably when my youngest was a baby, I lived in a house with my husband and the kids, and it was so funny because we lived around a field. We had this big field around us where we lived at in the country, and so it wasn't unusual to have a mouse come in sometimes. And well, I caught the mouse and got rid of it. Well, before the mouse was no longer alive, it had babies.
Oh my.
In my daughter's closet. And then, of course, because I felt so bad about doing what I did, I raised those baby mice. Their eyes were closed. They were bald. They were brand new.
Oh.
I felt so bad. I never did it again after that because I felt so bad about catching that mouse, and I caught it on a sticky pad. And I may have actually, I don't think I killed it. I released it, but I put the vegetable oil on it or whatever, and it got it off, but I feel like it probably didn't survive even after that. But yeah, the babies, they were motherless, so I raised them. And when they were big enough to be on their own, I took them out to a field far away from my house and I let them go. But yeah.
So Tiffany is worried about going for the same reason with the anxiety. Tiffany, once
Oh,
you get there, there's going to be safe people there, I promise. I know the feeling. Oh my gosh, I know the feeling. And the internet actually does help tremendously. Did I
Tiffany,
get the super
I have
chat?
anxiety too, so I can totally understand that.
I think Kaylor, did I miss your super chat? No way. I'm so sorry.
Oh, I didn't.
I didn't see it. I'm sorry.
Either.
Thank you, Bob. I did not see it. Oh my goodness. So, I've seen him catch squirrels and Bob White quail.
Hmm.
Oh, she has a migraine. I'm so sorry. I've only had a migraine like once or two in my life, twice in my life. It was absolutely
I,
horrible.
yeah, migraines are no fun. They are anything that makes your head feel bad.
I can't go back, Bob. I'm so sorry. I feel horrible. Thank you so much. I don't know why. I don't usually do StreamYard because I always miss the super chats and I don't know why. And if I go onto YouTube to look at the color, the real pretty colors and amazing stickers, then I get that reverb, the sound that goes wah, 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 wah. Metal Hammer Jimmy says hi from Australia.
Hello.
Please let us know. The White Plains Reptile Expo is my favorite expo. Oh, Sparrow the Bearded Dragon. That would be amazing. I would love to go to the White Plains. And I will. I'll post it to everybody that I'm going. If anybody wants to go with me and we'll go meet up while we're there, that's a blast. I'm talking hundreds of vendors, hundreds. Let's see here. I got to go down to White Plains. That's dank tanks like Rexpo.
Hmm.
Oh, I've never been to Rexpo.
See, you're talking about reptiles and stuff now. I'm not really familiar with those. I think the most I've ever kept was a turtle.
Sue, put your phone in your lap. The vibrate is loud. Ooh. So now it's going to vibrate in my lap? Not so loud.
Hey, it's better than an echo.
Scott convinced you to go to NECs. That's the one in Connecticut, right? Have you ever been to the NEC, Lisa? I
No.
love Connecticut. I lived in Connecticut for centuries. I was born in Connecticut. My cousins live in Connecticut. I did most of my drinking in Connecticut.
So funny.
I don't know if there's some parts I'm not allowed to go back to, but I would like to go. TMI. Oh my gosh. You could fed the pinkies to the consumer.
Oh, no. I don't like snakes.
No.
I don't care. I just don't like them. I'm not a snake person. Sorry if I offend anybody. I'm not a snake person.
You're not going to throw me off, Elizabeth, but thank you. I got it. I don't even know it. That's my phone. I'm making noises, huh? I got it on silent. I'm putting it behind my back. I ended up with a physical issues from my anxiety. It's why I can't work right now. Please get help if you need it. It's worth it. Oh, that's nice.
Yeah, I tell you, it can really mess you up.
Wow. I am so happy that you have come on my channel.
It's been a lot of fun. It's not, I was thinking, oh my gosh, I'm not going to be able to do it. Because I have anxiety too. And it's been a lot of fun, very laid back, just like you said. And everybody's been so awesome. Say hi to me now. Say
Oh,
hi.
there we go. Look at, oh, what a cutie.
Say hi. Hi.
Oh my gosh. So he's definitely Reno.
Yes.
Neutered.
He was Rena before I found things.
Yeah.
And when I did, I was like, John, you're not going to believe it. Rena's a Reno. No, actually, my exact words were Rena has a wiener.
Matt, see, now if you had your cat channel, that's a video. You don't have to know everything, but you know when balls drop.
Yeah. Yeah.
My crested gecko, all of a sudden one day it's like, oh, it's a boy. No missing that. It's like, wow. Oh, the next one is on the 5th. We need to meet up. That would be fun. Got a crocodile skinks. The problem with crocodile skinks is once you put them in the tank, you'll never see them again. They love to hide. Oh, Kayla Bob, it was $10 in the pear emoji. I'm going to go back and watch the live chat just so I can see it. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Bob.
I really do. I like half of my fish room survives because of the super chat. So thank you so much. And I don't know if you know this, Lisa. Well, I'm sure you do. But what we do on Sunday night is everybody like moves from my stream over to Aquafunk's stream when we're done. So we got 10 minutes left.
Yes, I lurk a lot. Believe it or not, I might not always say something in chat, but I'm everywhere. I'm always lurking.
I love it. I don't watch TV anymore. It's all YouTube. It's all YouTube. I'd love a chameleon. I have a veil chameleon. His name is Clark. I adopted him because the people were moving and they didn't think he would take the move. And I love him. He's not the kind of chameleon that you would take out and hold. It's you look at him from afar and just love him and take care of him. I mean, you can hold him, but he doesn't like it. I think I have enough life forms, though, with all your ants.
Oh, yes.
I have met Amzotic there before. I absolutely love you three ladies. Aw.
Aw.
Dank Tanks, you're going in April? I was at the last one. That must have been the Rexpo. I think Elizabeth and Cassie went to one upstate New York.
Where does Liz live?
ROC, Rochester. That's how I remember. Because One Fish, Two Fish, ROC. The ROC stands for the airport code.
Oh.
So that's why she did that.
Okay, she's so sweet.
Isn't she?
Yes.
I told you. We hit it right off. Tinfoil hat. I was like, you got to be kidding me. This is great.
The first time you met her, was it at the Aquatic Experience?
Yes, it was.
Really?
Yes, it
Gosh,
was.
I thought you guys had been like best friends forever.
Oh, she for Caleb, when we were raising money for Caleb and doing the lemon challenge, she went all out and had a lemon on her head and everything.
Aww,
and she challenged me. And I thought, you go put a lemon on your head. Here we go. It's on.
That's so funny.
You just kind of dare me to do something. Like Aquafunk said, I had to imitate him for 10 minutes or 5 minutes.
I saw that. I saw that. That was so funny. Hey, I imitated John for Halloween.
Good. Oh my gosh, that was so good. That was so good.
And that was my idea too. He was like,
See that? Because my John does impersonations.
Mm-hmm.
But you got to be careful with impersonations because if you don't know it's coming from love, it could be like, wait, like some people might not know they have that tick about them or whatever. Right. So John says, Lisa won't let me have reptiles.
I didn't know you wanted reptiles.
When is my Philly Aquarium Club meeting again? Reptile meeting also has amphibians. Yes, they do. And I don't know when the My Philly Aquarium Club is meeting again. If you want to see it, they got an active Facebook page. I think OG's on there and he's posting when it's meeting next. She's Rochester. Yep. Up with Cassie. Oh my gosh, I'm so far behind chat. Connecticut has got a great betta club.
Ooh. I'd love to find one around here. I'd love to find a fish club around here, period, just because I'd love to be more involved outside of YouTube and stuff.
So we have a question for you from Paul. Lisa, are you excited about starting a new fish room in your basement?
I am so excited. I am so excited because not only am I getting my very own fish room, I'm getting an office. So I'm so excited.
That is so cool. And a computer. You're going to have your own computer.
Yes. Yeah. John's going to give me a computer. or we're going to go computer shopping, and I'll be able to help out more with editing and
It's
stuff.
going to be an Apple though, right?
It is. I'm not going to switch my phone from Samsung to Apple or anything like that, but I feel like it would benefit us both if I had a Mac like him. That way we can transfer stuff back and forth easier, and it just all kind of stays in the loop, I guess, so to speak.
Keep up the good work. Redfish, Bluefish, $5 super chat. Thank you so much. And again, I feel like every time I thank somebody for super chat, I want to say, I'm so sorry, Bob. Like, I think I missed 2 super chats and they were both Bob.
Oh, that's like Bob Steenfot always misses somebody.
Oh, yeah.
Matthew Vargas. Yeah.
Let's see if I can sneak this past. Great guest, Fishroom Fever.
I'm actually somebody's guest instead of John.
Exactly.
I'm like, how am I? Okay, I can talk. I'm just not getting it out like I need to. I'm your guest, but it's the first time I've ever been somebody's guest without John. So it's kind of fun when I can talk.
Oh my gosh, I'm so far behind. How do you guys keep up? Does Cassie still have a PayPal for rescue pet donations? I believe she does. Oh, Elizabeth, cool. One Fish, Two Fish would know because she does that. She did that with the bunnies.
Oh,
yeah, and she found homes, I think, for all of them.
Oh, that's great.
And then every time I was like, I really want a bunny, and I got to remember, like, I can't have any furry mammals at this time. Like, it's just too much. I have to know my limitations.
Yeah, you have a lot right now.
I do, and a rabbit is a lot of work, a lot of dedication.
Yeah, we've had them. My daughter's had rabbits.
Yeah. Much better looking than John, that's for sure.
Funny, Scott. But thank you.
It's been wonderful having you here, Lisa. Look at that. Oh, that's so
Liz.
So we have like a few minutes left. And
wow.
I know that went fast, didn't it?
Yes.
So much fun. This is like my favorite thing all week is just to sit around and chat with everybody. Look at this is my BFF.
Aww.
No furry mammals.
No furry mammals.
No furry mammals. She knows. Good evening, Suzy and Lisa. Hope you both well. Lisa, say hi to John. Do you get that a lot? What's it like being married to John? Ooh, say hi to John for me. Oh.
Well, I mean, John gets a lot more. He gets recognized more than me, and that, hey, he worked hard for it. So I'm not offended by that. I think it's great. But yeah, I do hear that a lot. Like if we're at aquatic experience or something, yeah, oh, I just saw John. We were talking or where's John? But he'll tell you the same thing that people ask about me, but it's okay. I know who's the main person of KG Tropicals. I know, you know what? And it's okay. He's worked really hard to have that. So.
Exactly. Mr. B said, I think she's over it. Yeah. Carrie's very important question. How do you put up with John?
How do I put up with John? Oh, gosh. We don't have enough time to talk about this. We have 1 minute left. So
I think that's great. Oh, my gosh. I hope this helps you join more live streams. I hope this helps you feel more comfortable doing a live stream on your cat videos, on your cat channel too.
I'd love to be able to do my own streams. Also on KG Tropicals, just like maybe a noon one or something, just me. But of course, I won't be able to talk as freely about cats because it's a fish channel. So, but I've thought about it. But you're kind of breaking me in, Suzy. Thank you.
It was absolutely my pleasure. Priscilla says, thanks for the stream, ladies. Love you too.
Oh, love you too.
Next time you visit Lisa. That's right. That's right. When she gets her cat channel, I'm coming on, man.
Or you can just come to our house and you can be on our stream sitting right next to me.
That would be so
Like
freaking
Rack
awesome.
did. I mean, Rack was here. He was on our stream. You should come be on it too.
Yep. When the weather gets warmer, and I'll ride my motorcycle.
Okay.
That,
Definitely.
but I will not take Delmarva Bridge.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. I
Woo.
don't like those bridges.
All right. So here we go. That road trip. Funk is up next. Here's the link. Thank you guys, and thank you for all the super chats. I so appreciate it. And Lisa, oh my God, thank you for coming on. This was
Anytime.
so much fun.
It was a lot of fun. Thank you for having me, Suzy. And it was great chatting with everybody tonight. And I hope all of you all have a wonderful night. And go see Aquafunk.
That's right. There's the link right here. Thanks, everybody.
Bye.